Why does everyone overlook my boy, my goat, Eram? He's literally the missing piece, the key to the castle. Most night theories have like one or more holes in them that really shoot them down, like Carol or Rudy. Tell me, how the fuck these two little chuds are supposed to lift Asgore and Undyne? Like, what the fuck? And not only pick them up, but carry them across hometown in a timely manner while two teenagers are chasing them. I highly doubt it. But I do know who the knight is. I, in all of my glory, I know who it is. And it's someone a lot of people don't look to. It's Eram. It's this guy. You might be saying, Eram can't be the knight. He's incorporeal. Wait. I believe that the knight is technically two people. The knight is both Eram and December. Now hold your horses. Before you leave, before you click off, hear me out. Eram is possessing December. Hmm? Also, if you don't know who Eram is, he's the demon that Caddy and Chris summon, or the secret boss of Chapter 3. Get told in the church section of Chapter 4 that Chris and Caddy summoned a demon, and thanks to Chapter 5, it reveals that she ran away. So, yeah. But here's some evidence for Eram plus Death's Night, is that it complements the themes of Heaven versus Hell, as well as serves a really nice parallel to Chris and the Soul. It also helps explain why the Knight is so strong. Eram, if you don't know, is a very, very powerful guy. He, low-key might be the hardest boss fight in the whole game. And, he's physically able to hurt Chris through the mantle game, which that's gotta be some, like, crazy feat. But he, also knows Chris on, like, a personal level. So, like, he, like, knows about Chris's violent tendencies and suggests that maybe he enjoyed the weird route a little bit. Maybe. Maybe he likes hurting people. I don't know. Eram also talks down to Chris in a superiorative way. Like, he talks down to Chris, suggesting he has a high amount of superiority to Chris. But, I can hear you typing already. Why the fuck would Eram give Chris an item to help him defeat him right after? Like, as soon as, because he shows up, the Roaring Knight shows up, why would Eram give Chris the Shadow Mantle? Well, Eram knows Chris is searching for the Shadow Crystals. So his goal, realistically, if I had to guess, probably involves the Shadow Crystals. So he would want Chris to get them. Now, let's look at the music that plays during both boss fights. Black Knife and Burning Eyes. They have several shared moments in, like, segments of the songs. They have the same opening. They just have, like, a similar, like, pace and beat. Also, Eram has a connection to, like, eyeballs, and so does the knight, with the eyeball in the knight's, like, inside the knight's chest. But we'll move on to Dess's disappearance, because this is like, how would Asgore not know that a demon possessed December? Like, you got eyes, Asgore? Well, I don't have, like, a concrete explanation for this. It's just, like, my thought is that he didn't see the actual possession part. He just saw the Roaring Knight, and, like, he couldn't find Death, so he just assumed that the Roaring Knight kidnapped her, even though it is Death. Which, I could foresee it. That'd make a little bit of sense. It shows why, like, where he would get the black shard from, because, Asgore's a pretty strong man. He could probably chip the sword by himself. with especially with his stats from Undertale. If there's any correlation between these two games, then Asgore's a toughie when he wants to be. That 80 attack and 80 defense ain't nothing to scoff at. But it also would explain why the Dark Worlds that the Knight creates would be from December, because it's using uh her subconscious to create those Dark Worlds. Hmm. You see where I'm coming from? You picking up what I'm putting down? And it even explains the shadow crystal that we get after the night fight. You know, I'm asking, why would Eram give us a shadow crystal? He's got no dreams. He's evil. He's the devil. Well, it's not Eram's shadow crystal. It's December's shadow crystal. Well, now hold on. Now we're getting somewhere. Editing Poyo here. While we're editing this, I was going to make a point in the video about how Eram and the Knight laugh similarly. But then I looked, and they don't laugh at the same at all. But I wouldn't be making this if that was the only thing. The Knight and a friend have a very similar laugh track. Like it sounds like almost identical. So take a listen. So that's why I think the Roaring Knight is a fusion between Des and Eram. It complements the themes of the game, and it provides a pretty nice parallel between Chris and the Soul. Tell me what you think of this theory in the comments, and I will, if I get enough comments, like, you know, agreeing with me or whatever, I might make a follow up addressing some of the possible holes in this theory. But please subscribe. I'd love to make more videos like these because I got a lot to talk about Deltarune. Because this game it makes me really happy, but it also makes me really mad. I love it, but it's got issues, twin. I ain't gonna lie to you. But subscribe, please.